Every year, there are thousands of people affected by brain cancer. An undergraduate researcher at Purdue University has utilized the innovative technique of electroporation, hoping to revolutionize the current method for drug delivery.
My name is Jinxing Shi, a senior biomedical engineering major. I'm a pretty normal course student, but my big difference is that I really have the passion and interest in this research field that I'm exploring.
And I always ask for senior, junior students only, okay? So June is the first sophomore I hired because I told, his covering letter showed me all the enthusiasm he had, and I thought maybe I should give him a chance. And I interviewed him and some other people, and of course I selected him.
My research is essentially trying to simulate using computer real-world applications of innovative techniques on treatment of tumors. So electroporation is that innovative technique that apply electrical stimuli on the tumor areas and to change the physical positions of the tissue to locally inject the drugs into the specific target area.
What June did was, we extended to brain because brain tumor, because brain is so covered, it's very difficult to early detect. Once it comes, it is really, lethal.
At the very beginning, we need to catch up the knowledge and background, so I went through a thorough literature search and looked at a lot of papers about dielectric properties of tumors and the difference between tumors and normal tissues, and to learn how to use the simulation software in order to build a model and run a simulation. And then after all this information collection stage, I really spent a lot of time exploring how to use the software. I actually hand drew the brain model on the software that we use to simulate the situation, and then just run it and get the result and analyze it.
And simulation, you can find what is the voltage along various places, and then electric field. So I told him normally we don't put just the simulation picture. We need to tell what is the electric field at various locations. So he has to put the cursor everywhere, find what is the electric field at those places, and then compare it. Okay, at white matter at this distance what it is, and then at the gray matter what it is. So it is more than just running the simulation. You have to, derive the results and then show it in a graphical form. We use basically two types of electrodes. One is plate electrode. It will be flat, okay? So we put it on the brain like this. But when you have a needle electrode, you can penetrate. It's called the intratumoral, okay? So you can inject the drug into the tumor, and then you penetrate. So he simulated that one also. No? It is a 8 needle electrode, so 4 on positive, 4 on negative. So he put that and then see how the electric field varies. And then he will put the plate electrode like a 1 centimeter by 4 millimeter like that, rectangle. So we study how the electric field varies, because depending upon the electrode geometry, the field will be varying, because basically the lines of flux will change based on the geometry they encounter. So it is another point we study here.
My research of investigating the technical details, technical aspects of this electroporation showed it was quite consistent with what we expected or we think what it should going to be, as well as with the previous clinical practice or previous literature knowledge. The effect of this stimulus was very strictly confined to the local area that we want to target at. So that it demonstrates there's no undesired effect out of this stimulus.
Simulation studies are excellent tool to get a base value. So we know this is how it is. Then we can see, and then we will tweak the parameters when you do the surgery. So this gives a nice base or foundation. Next step is combination of drugs. So we want to try alternative medicine, combination of medicines, and then enhance it to gene therapy, and also go like liver cancer, pancreatic cancer, where the accessibility is limited currently. So those are all in the development.
The current studies on electroporation are promising, and hopefully with more research, this treatment will be a viable option for those suffering from cancer.